Are you ready to learn how to live and respond to anything in life and have conscious choices? Then listen to my podcast with Sherri Lukac today and start having conscious choices. Hi, Sherri. Thank you so much for being my guest on the Choose Courage podcast. I am thrilled to hear more about you and why you do what you do and a little bit about your story.
Thank you, Terry. I am very honored to be here on your podcast, and I look forward to just sharing my truth with the audience and hopefully give them some tips and tools to just live their best life and to know you always have a choice from where you are to where you want to go.
Beautiful. Well, that's why I have you on as my guest. You know, I believe similar things in life as you do, and I do think that things happen for a reason. And meeting you, we just kind of have this exact same thought process about life. And we've even done the same training, which is very unique, called the Passion Test training and Passion Test facilitator training. And I did that years ago. You did it, I don't know how many years ago. And it really is the most powerful tool I have in my toolbox. So I want to know a little bit more about how you started this whole process, because I also want to talk about your wellness retreat. It's a Red House Wellness Retreat, correct?
Yes, Red House Wellness in Park
Wow.
City.
Yes, in Park City, Utah. And I want to find out, I want to start from the beginning. I want to start
Okay.
what was the first thing that you did to know that you wanted to do this for a living? What was the first moment or transitional day or thought that you had that said, I want to do something different to make an impact on other people's lives?
Okay, so to start, I think when I look back at my life and when I look at other people's life, it's like turn your message into a purpose. You know, your pain into a purpose, your message into what you can add value to. So I graduated from college with a degree in exercise physiology. And then I started on my journey through life, and I've had a lot of things happen to me. And I won't bore you with all that, but each experience that I had left me searching on how I can figure out how to live and respond instead of react.
Mm.
I realized that the more internally I got upset, the more the outside world got upset. So I started meditating, yoga, laughing yoga, passion test facilitator, a coach. I wanted to figure out for myself how I can change and see and just add value. So I've been married. Well, I was married before. I was divorced. I'm remarried. My husband and I together have 7 children, his, ours, and mine. So through all that, we have 7 children. So from all that, moving to another country, living in Mexico, I know now that as we physically work, you know, physically working out, we also need to do inner size.
Inner
Also,
size,
inner
beautiful. Love that
size.
word.
Yes. So inner size is going inside. And when I get overwhelmed and things get hectic and I'm like, oh my gosh, I take a deep breath. I just take a deep breath that puts me back into this moment. And I like to say in alignment with your heart and your head and your breath. And your heart tends to live in the past. It's memories. Oh my God, do you remember this? Do you remember that? That was so wonderful. Oh, that was horrible. Oh my God, that was not. And then your head is like, oh my God, we're going here. We're doing this. This is big. This is it. I'm not sure. I'm scared. And your lungs and your breath is right now, is right here in this present moment. So
Mm.
the meditation will take you into this moment.
Mm.
And our thoughts become things, and our words are our wings.
Ah.
So when you're able to sit with yourself and be still and silence and take deep breaths, because breath is acceptance. It's
Mm.
like, I'm here right now. And if you can accept where you are, being okay with the past and being accepting right now, you can come up with conscious choices and be intentional on how you want to move forward. So I think, what you're asking me is,
Wow.
through all my challenges and struggles and everything, I'm 62 of living my life. I'm always now searching and learning on that happened. What can I learn from it? What can I take from that I can find more peace, more joy, more love? Or in the moment, I get upset, I get angry, take a breath, fill my heart with love, have faith over fear, because
Mm.
fear will just take us, our thoughts go like this, and just know that I am right where I'm supposed to be and everything is going to be okay. And then I just relax and then I'm able to move forward.
Wow, this is so beautiful, and you talk from such experience, and there's a difference when someone is talking and giving you their advice or things that they think will help you, and you're not really feeling like they've really embraced it 100%, but you have absolutely embraced this 100% just by the way that you speak. And this is something that we all, as human beings, I feel like we're spiritual beings in this human body that, we struggle with this. It doesn't matter how much work you've done on yourself or where you came from. We will all experience this in our life. And for you to have these tools that you've learned yourself, they're proven tools to get us back to bringing everything together to understand our brain, our heart, our thoughts, and our breath. And it is a mix that we are dealing with all of it. We have a body, we have a mind, we have thoughts, and to understand where they live or where to bring them together so you can be in present time, which is all we really have. So I think that's so amazing. And what a gift you are, and to everyone that you are working with. And so tell us, your life journey's been amazing, absolutely amazing. And with 7 children, being remarried, living in Mexico, and now do you feel like you are at this place where it's your life purpose doing what you're
Yes.
doing? Yes.
So I say life is a journey. So once you get to one place, like a destination, you go on another journey.
Yes.
So now I can look back, and if in another podcast, if you want to know my whole story, I would tell you, but
Yes.
now I look at it that every challenge, every experience, every dark place, I learned something. But it takes you showing up every day for yourself.
Yes.
So I started Red House Wellness, and the purpose of Red House Wellness was to give people a place, an environmental change. Because when you're in the same environment, we get like this, and we don't realize there's at least 6 perspectives to everything. There's the top, there's the bottom, there's the right, there's the left, the back, and the front. And we get like this, and we don't see a way out. So Red House Wellness was based on the 4 pillars: the physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual.
Mm,
What's physically? Your body is your home. And if you don't take care of it, where are you going to live?
mm,
So you could have the greatest ideas, want to do all these amazing things. If you don't have energy, if you're tired, if you're so stressed that you just don't know how to start, physically, we need to get you in optimal health.
mhm.
So we do that through sleep, through exercise, through eating correctly, when to eat, how to eat, everything that physical. So you wake up and you feel energized. Motion creates emotion.
Mm.
Emotional. We want you to have emotional fitness and emotional freedom. We let people into our heads that we would never let into our homes. I do that every day. I'm like,
So
why
good.
am I carrying this conversation, this person, that email, that text, blah,
Wow.
blah, 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 blah. So we want to have you and teach you ways to say, that happened, it's done, or I need to go back and correct that. because
Mhm.
that is your power. We want you to use your power for your purpose and your passions. And then mentally realizing you're never ever stuck. You always have a choice. I call myself, and my guests that leave Red House call themselves choicetarians. So we're
Choice.
choicetarian.
I
I'm
love
choicetarian. I
it.
don't eat a lot of meat, but if I went to your house and I knew that you were spent 2 days cooking a stew, personally, in my alignment with my heart, I would try a bite of it because to me, it would feel worse not eating it. This is my personal alignment, and each person gets to choose what feels good to them. So
Ah,
that's why I say I'm a choicetarian, because I don't want to put myself in a box and say, oh my God, you have to do this or you can never do this if it doesn't feel correct. So
yeah.
realize you always have a choice and there's always a place to go. And if you don't see that light, then you become that spark. Like you find it internally and then you go. And the last one, real fast, is spirit.
Just eating this up. It's so good. Yeah.
But spiritually realizing that you are unique, that you are special, that you have unique gifts that only you were given to help make the world a better place. And people don't realize that. That's why we both are passion test facilitators. And when you get in alignment with your passions and you do things that make you laugh, that you love, that give you joy, and you rise up to the best version of yourself, it's a ripple effect.
Yes. Yes.
Taking back your power to realize, I like to say, I am the problem and the solution. So you have to realize whatever's happening, I need to first go inside and
Yeah.
put myself in a place of alignment of love, forgiveness, faith, kindness, to be a better person. And then I can move forward instead of being a victim. Because if I say, my husband makes me angry, my kids, the dog, my friends, the environment, the government, I mean,
The
and
list
that's
goes on.
true.
Yes.
True,
Yes.
it goes on. Then I'm just giving away my power and I'm blaming so many other people instead of coming back.
Yeah.
People always ask me, what's the number one thing I can do to help others? Is by transforming yourself, you transform others. So
Yes.
the first work is you.
Yes.
You feel in that place. So I get up every day and my tools are, I meditate, I visualize, I do longevity exercises. I drink water with lemon. All these little things prepare me because I want life to happen for me and not to me.
To you.
Right.
So
I don't want to wake up and be like, oh my God, I was sidelined. If I wake up and then I can handle whatever happens. Things are going to happen all the time. As we know, people are going to get sick, people are going to die. Things happen. But
Mhm.
you're much more prepared if you are aware that you have all the resources, all the tools inside out, inner size to exercise, then you can handle it or you know where to go.
Yes. I think that's the key. I think that's the key is a lot of people don't know what tools to use or they get stuck. And if you start with this alignment and knowing that you always have a choice and that you create this space for people to get in alignment and to understand who they are and who they're not.
Yeah.
And that change of environment with your wellness retreats is so powerful because we do get sucked into the environment and I can't think of anything more powerful than what you're saying right now. If anybody's listening right now, to understand that everything you need is inside of you.
Mhm.
But we also have to, like you said, take care of your body, you do the exercising, take care of who we let in our life. And some of these things are outside of us, but everything that to handle anything that comes up in life, and tell me if I'm right, Sherri, that this is what I'm hearing from you, is already inside of us. And that you
100%,
help,
Terry.
and you help people experience that in the wellness
I
retreat.
have, yeah, I didn't mean to interrupt you. 100%, Terry. You're 100% right. Everything, it is connecting to that guru inside, that light, the God, the angel voice, whatever you call it, but to realize you were born for a purpose. It says in the Constitution, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. We should be happy. We
Yeah.
should live a joyful, happy life. and
Yes.
it starts from inside. And once, I don't know if you've ever heard of meta moment. Have you ever heard of meta moment?
No, I think
So
maybe,
once you meditate, what?
maybe.
Maybe. Okay. Well, meta moment is giving loving kindness, sending out loving kindness. So when you meditate, if we all went to meditate and we all lived in caves and we just meditated and we never shared that with anyone, would kind of be like a waste. So
Ah,
once you meditate and you sit there, and like I said, your mind goes on vacation, using your breath to connect the stillness, the silence inside, the guru, I awaken with like, I'm going to be more forgiving today. That's my meta moment.
oh, yes.
And then tomorrow it might be, I'm going to be impeccable with my word
Mm.
or agreements. I mean, I'm going to not take things personally. So at the end of the meditation, I think of one thing, or namaste. I see the light in you that's also in me. And when you're in that space, I'm in that space, we're one. How can I create an environment when I go outside of my home that I see people and I say, we're all part of the world. I'm not above you. I'm not below you. I'm with you. And I want to help with compassion. I want to help you succeed as me. And there's enough for everyone, abundance. Every retreat, there's enough for everyone to to have a retreat, to be a coach, to do podcasts. Always enough. But that starts internally, that I know I'm enough and I have enough. So then when I open my eyes and I meet you in the grocery store and maybe you're having a bad day and you're like, excuse me, I want to be in front of you. Instead of being like, no, I'm first. I'd be like, please, just pass. But
Mhm.
if I don't do this every day, because I'm human,
Yes,
the
yes.
other side of me wakes up and I'm like, Sherri, that wasn't very nice. I call my angel, my little devil Sherri, and I'm like, that wasn't nice. So the practice, and you create your habits and then your habits create you. So that's it's important to establish a routine in the morning before you get on the phone, before you look at your internet, your emails, to say, how do I choose to live my life today? And then when you
Mhm.
meditate and you get that internal calling or your purpose that comes out, then you wake up and you're like, okay, I got this. Or maybe I'll just be a little bit more kinder, more compassionate with those around me. Because everyone, I believe, is living their best life with their level of consciousness. So not everyone has that level. And
Yeah.
that's why to be more forgiving, more kind, more compassionate, when people are rude and they, get in front of you, they say mean things and all that. Now I can step back and say, let me send them a little metta, loving kindness.
Yes,
Because
I have.
they don't know. They're having a bad day. Somebody just died. They just lost their
No,
job. They don't have this, that.
you
We
never.
don't know.
No,
But it's
no.
a ripple effect to be kinder and more compassion as we move through this life journey. That's
So,
what I want. I want to show everyone that. So I guess the most important thing is the inner size to exercise, to realize you create your life. We do.
we
We have
do.
60 to 80,000 thoughts a day, Terry. That's a
Yes.
lot of thoughts.
A lot of thoughts. Not all that we want, right? Sometimes.
Right.
Yeah, and
So
they
if we're
they
not aware of them, if
yes.
we're not aware of them, then we can't say meditation helps you connect the awareness. So once we're aware, we're like, okay, that thought of I can't do it, I'm not enough, I'm not worthy, I'm being judged, I'm fearful, I'm scared. I'm just gonna let that go. I'll let that go. And the
Yeah.
thoughts I choose to embrace, or I want to be a better person, I want to be kinder, I want to be nicer. What can I do? My next action step to improve on something I want. Those are the thoughts that you want to keep reminding yourself and having them grow. As you know, what you put your attention on grows stronger every moment. That's from the passion
Yes, it
facilitator book.
does. Yes, it does, and it's powerful. It's powerful. I've seen it work over and over and over again. And, our thoughts are our power. They have energy, and we get to choose, just like you said. So I think that's a mindset, and I that a lot of people don't embrace. And
Yes.
when you can embrace that, yes, you can have thoughts that you think, I'm not choosing those thoughts, but they come in, but you can choose to not embrace them and choose to change them. And that's a very powerful thing. And I love what you also say about, which I've always believed, and that's why I do what I do as well, is that you can, if you change yourself, or you will get back in alignment with who you are and that highest level of consciousness of who you are, then you change everyone around you. And one person can change another person, can change another person.
Ah,
And that ripple effect is like throwing that little pebble in the middle of the pond, and that beautiful ripple effect that can go on in infinity. And that's what you're doing, and that's what you're saying. And so anyone listening, know that that's how important this is for your happiness and fulfillment, and for everyone around you, that you are here for a reason. And when you get in alignment with who you are, and that place that you can be calm and realize who you are and how to go out in the world and be that person, it's so powerful and transformative. And Sherri has Sherri is walking her talk, and she's helping people do it. And I am amazed by what you're doing for people. So tell me how people can get a hold of you. What kind of people are would are there at the retreats? How many people? And when are your retreats?
okay, thank you, Terry, so much. You are amazing at even having these podcasts and bringing awareness to conscious choices and having courage. So I want to thank you for that. So Red House Wellness is in Park City, Utah, and it is a beautiful little town that is inspiring with the mountains. And we take 6 to 8 guests. It's a very small, intimate group. We want you to receive more than what you're looking for. We help you discover your full body health and personal empowerment. So you come on a Sunday and you leave on a Saturday, lighter and wiser in every dimension. So that's, and we have one in June, and we have one in September, October. We have another one in November. And what I wanted to stress again, sometimes everyone needs an environmental change. You need to reset, to rebalance, to relook, refocus on what you're doing. So we have people come, some people are just bored in life. They're like, you know what, Sherri, I have everything. Like, I have money, I'm just a little bit like, I don't know what to do with myself. That's when the passion workshop comes in, because that's when we establish, what do you love to do? What do you like to do? There's 6 needs to every human. And the 2 that I think are the most important are growth and contribution. So every day we should wake up and say, am I growing as a person? And am I contributing in some way to make this world a better place? So empty nesters come, 22-year-olds come. People come for all different reasons, for physically, emotional, mental, and spirit, just to get a better idea and a better way to live their life. I want you to wake up, and instead of struggling, I want you to thrive instead of survive. So I want to give that back to you. And then after the retreat, we follow you up with a 6-week program. And this is on a WhatsApp or on a text. And we talk every day. We give you tools and resources. So maybe the first week, we talk about physically. Are you drinking water? Are you doing a little bit of exercise? How are you doing with your eating? And the second week, we talk about emotional freedom. How are you doing meditating? How are you doing? What are you finding that is letting you just release and be in the present moment? Are you using your breath? And we do each week so that we continue, because in 1 week, it's a lot to change everything. And we don't expect that. We just want to have you leave Red House Wellness with inspiration, with insights and possibilities. We have 55 5-star reviews already. And yeah, it is just, so I would love if anybody's searching, please, I am the founder, me or one of my team members would love to talk to you and just see if this is something you're looking for.
So beautiful. And how can they get a hold of you?
So you can info at Red House Wellness. You can call me, email me at info@redhousewellness. Just Google redhousewellness.com.
Yes, we'll make sure we have that too on the podcast, but make sure that you do contact Sherri and the team, her team. If anything that has been said today has sparked a little bit of a seed inside of you that like feels like I want that. I am searching for that. I think I have that, but I'm not living it. Any of these things, you can do it. That's what Sherri is telling you. She's going to create a space, and she does create a space where you leave your own environment and then you can make changes. And this is a beautiful place. I live here too in Park City. And it is amazing. And you connect with nature. And what I love so much about what you're doing, Sherri, is the follow-up, because I've been to many, many, many retreats and different things over the years. And what's missing, I think, is the follow-up, because you get back into your same, routines and world and environment, and you want to implement it, and having that support is huge, huge. So thank you for being an incredible light
Oh,
in this world, that you have taken care of yourself and brought your best potential, passion, purpose, and light into this world, and you're making changes on a huge level. So please contact Sherri, because you deserve it and your life is worth it, and we need you.
Thank you, Terry, so much for having me on this podcast. And if I could just leave with whoever's listening, go out, smile today. It changes your physiology. Laugh a little. Sometimes I just laugh because it makes me feel good and it helps me shine, and realize you are deserving of all great things that come your way in life. Thank you, Terry, for having me on the podcast.
Oh, it's been an honor, and I can't wait to follow up and do more interviews with you, because we have so much more to talk about. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Terry.